Welcome to Pankaj Echelon Tutorials. And in this today's session, I'm going to continue with the GCSE curriculum mathematics. And in that, I'm going to continue with the ratios. Okay. So in the last video, I suppose I had solved some 8 numericals on ratios for the GCSE students. And in this video as well, I'm going to solve some equal number of questions connected to ratios only. Okay. So let us get started and start with the question number 1 itself. So here we have question number 1 and yeah, let me check the, okay. So let us start with this question number 1. Now question number 1 says that divide $350 in the ratio 1:6. Okay. So this is question number 1, right? So $350 has to be divided in the ratio 1:6, right? In the ratio 1:6. So if you want to divide in the ratio 1:6, what you will do is the first part will be 1 over 6 plus 1 is 7 times the total amount, that is 350. And the second part will be 6 over 6 plus 1 is 7 times 350. If you work out this 350 upon 7 should give you around it's not dollars, it is euros. Okay, so I'm sorry for that, let me do that correction. It's not dollars but it is euros, right? 350 euros, right? So 350 divided by 7 works out to around 50 euros. Okay, and this if you work out 350 into 6 times 7, 6 into 6 divided by 7 will work out to 300 euros. Okay, so these are the answers for the first part of the question. Now second question is type of a cat food contains chicken bones and chicken pieces. So let me write C for chicken bones, CB for chicken bones, and for chicken piece let me write down CP. Okay, so in a cat food the ratio of these two ingredients, that is chicken bone and chicken pieces, is given as 20:7, right? Now the question asked is what weight of the chicken piece is needed to make 2 kg of cat food. So the total amount of the food is 2 kg, right? So 2 kg of this cat food will contain how much chicken pieces? So chicken pieces, the ratio number is 7. So the answer will be 7 divided by 20 plus 7 is 27 times 2 kg. Let me write. Okay. Now this, if you work out 7 into 2 upon 27, it works out to 0.519 kg. So this is the answer, 0.519 kg of chicken piece you will get in 2 kg of the cat food. Now if the answer you want in grams, so obviously it is going to be 519 grams of chicken piece. Okay, so that was question number 2. Let us move on to question number 3. Question number 3 says that divide 576 tons. So there is 576 tons, and this you have to divide in the ratio 4:3:2. So these are the ratio numbers 4, 3, and 2. So if you want to divide this into 3 parts, the first part will be 4 over 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 2, 9. So 4 over 9 times 576. This will be the first part. The second part will be 3 over 9 times 576. And the third part should be 2 over 9 multiplied by 576. Now, if you work out, if you do this calculation, so 4 over 9 into 576 should give you the answer as 256, right? This is 256 tons. And 3 over 9 into 576 should give you 192 tons. Okay. and 2 over a 9 into 576 should give you 128 tons. So these are the three parts of 576. Now if you sum up this three, 8 plus 2 10, 10 plus 6 16, 1 carried, and 5 plus 1 6, and 6 plus 9 will be 15, 15 plus 2 17, 7 here, 1 carried, 2 plus 1 3, 4 and 5. So if you add this up, you get this 576. So all your answers are correct. Okay, so 576 can be divided into three portions in the ratio 4 is to 3 is to 2 in this way. So the first portion will be 256, the second 192, and the third will be 128. Let us move on to question number 4. Question number 4 says that the a breakfast cereal. Now this is question number 3. Okay, this is question number 4. Now it says that a breakfast cereal contains 10 milligram of okay. A breakfast cereal contains the vitamins thiamine. So let me write T for thiamine, and riboflavin. So R for riboflavin, and niacin. So N for niacin. Okay. So these three vitamins are there in a breakfast cereal, and the ratio of this thiamine is to riboflavin is to the niacin is given as 2 is to 3 is to 25. Fine. Further, a bowl of cereal contains 10 milligram of these vitamins. Calculate the amount of riboflavin in a bowl of cereal. Now, this cereal, the breakfast cereal, consists these three vitamins in this ratio 2 is to 3 is to 25. Now, the question asks calculate the amount of riboflavin. So, you have to calculate this. Riboflavin will be how much? Okay. So obviously this riboflavin will be equal to 3 over 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 25 is 30. So 3 over 30 times. Now this is in how much cereal? So it is in 10 milligram. So multiplied by 10 milligram. So the answer will be 10 times 30 will be 3, 3, 3 will be cut and you'll get 1 milligram. So you'll have 1 milligram of riboflavin in 10 milligram of the cereal, breakfast cereal. Okay, so that was question number 4. Let us do two more questions, that is question number 5 and question number 6. So question number 5 says that on Saturday at 12 p.m. there was 45 staff member, okay, and 375 customers in a department store. So let me write S for staff members and C for customers. Okay. So the staff members was 45 and the number of customers 375. Right. So these are the, this is at 12 p.m. on Saturday in one of the department stores. Okay. Now what are the question asked? A. Write the customer is to staff ratio in the form of n is to 1. So you have to write the ratio of customer is to staff. Okay. And this ratio should be in the form of n is to 1. Fine. So my number of customers is 375 and my staff is 45. So customer is to staff, the ratio will be 375 is to 45. Right. And this ratio you want in the form of n is to 1. So on the right hand side, I want to make it 1. So this 45, if I divide by 45, it will be 1. But the same thing I'll have to do here also. 375, I'll have to divide by 45. So here on the right hand side, I get 1. 45 upon 45 is 1. And 375 over a 45 is 8.33. So this is the ratio in the form of n is to 1. Okay, so this is the answer for the A part of the question. Now he is saying further, another department store has 30 staff members. So now he's talking of another staff, another departmental store. There the staff is to customer is 70 staff and customer is 637, right? Okay. Now here again, B part of the question is which store has more customer per staff member. So here, first you will have to do one thing. Here, customer is to staff ratio you'll have to find out. Okay. So here, customer is to staff ratio will be 637 is to 70. Now this should be again in the form of n is to 1. So what I'll do is 70 divided by 70 and here 637 divided by 70. Okay. And this should give me the answer as 70 upon 70 is 1, and this 637 upon 70 should work out to, I think, 637 upon 70 should work out to exactly 9. Okay, so I'm getting the ratio of 9 is to 1, right, in the n is to 1 form, right? Now what is the question? Which store had more customer per staff member? So customer per staff member, here it is 9 is to 1 and here it is 8.33 is to 1. So obviously this the second store has uh, uh, has a greater ratio of customer per staff. Okay. So that was question number 5. Let us work on question number 6. Question number 6, let me work out over here. He is talking about uh, two people, Cheryl and John. Okay, so Cheryl, Cheryl and John. These are the two people. Now what he's saying is both make hair dye by mixing hair colorant with peroxide. So let me write H for hair colorant and P for peroxide. Okay. Now this Cheryl uses 750 ml of colorant. So hair colorant will be 750 ml is to uh, and 450 ml of peroxide. So peroxide used is 450 ml, right? So 750 ml is to 450 ml is the ratio of hair colorant to peroxide made by Cheryl. John, on the contrary, uses 850, now same ratio, hair colorant is to peroxide. This is 850 ml is to 650 ml, right? Okay. Now the question asked is who has a greater concentration of peroxide in the hair dye? So he wants the greater amount of peroxide. So what I'll do is I'll convert this ratio as P is to H. Here also P is to H. Moreover, this ratio I'm going to convert it in N is to 1 form. This also N is to 1 form. This will help me in doing the comparison. So P is to H will be 450 is to 750. Here it will be 650 is to 850. Now if I want to make it in N is to 1 form, then this 750 I'm going to divide by 750 and 450 also I'm going to divide by 750 to maintain the balance. So this will become 1 and 450 over a 750 should work out to I think 0.6. Yeah, this is 0.6. So I got the ratio in the form of n is to 1. Okay, 0.6 is to 1. Same thing let me do over here. I'll divide this 850 over 850, this 650 over 850. This will be 1 and 650 over 850 works out to 0.76. Okay, so I get the ratio of peroxide is to hair colorant in both the case, Cheryl's case and John cases. Now the question is who has been using greater concentration of peroxide in the hair dye. So you can see that this comparison may this 0.6 and 0.76. 0.76 is more than 0.6. Therefore, the die, okay, the hair die made by John, okay, is having more concentration of peroxide, is having more concentration of peroxide, okay, because peroxide in the case of John is 0.76 compared to that of Cyril, it is 0.6. So these were the first 6 questions, okay, and I think that's all for today. And in the next video, I may come up with more and more questions on other aspects of this GCSE curriculum. Maybe I'll come up with the LCM and HCF questions, okay. So that's all for today, and I hope you must have liked this video. So this was very straightforward, but very rare questions from GCSE, okay. So that's all for today. See you in the next video sometime in the future. Bye. Take care, all of you.